What's up, guys? So I'm getting a haircut. I don't have a lot of time. We're about to leave to Ohio, actually, pretty much tomorrow, and still got a ton of stuff to do, and I wanted to get a video up for you guys. I want to talk about a subject, but we don't have a lot of time, so we're getting a haircut while we're actually talking. I think it'll be good. But basically what I want to talk to, this is Robert, by the way. This guy does all my hair, so if you're ever in San Diego, you gotta come down right here. Jay's Cuts right there, great cuts. Bow. Ask for Robert to get you all hooked up. Anyways, the topic of today is basically I've had this thought that, like, people ask me, like, why am I so ambitious, or like, why do I go so hard at things I try to do? And all it is just having an entrepreneurial mind on anything that you do. And that doesn't just mean like you're trying to get money. It doesn't mean that you're just trying to be an entrepreneur in the things that you do in your investments or your job or whatever your financial thing you can invest in. It means like being an entrepreneur in every avenue of your life. So when that comes to lifting, you know, you're always trying to do better. Basically, just being an entrepreneur in your life means that you're never satisfied and you're always trying to improve on everything that you do. So that could be, for me, I started 8 years ago lifting, and I was never satisfied. I'm still not satisfied with my physique, you know, and I don't feel like anyone should ever become content with what they're doing. You should always try to improve everything. So in your career, you know, I feel like a lot of people we're brought up in like this world, in this like institutionalized society where like it's expected that you go through, you know, elementary school, primary school and stuff, and then you go through college and then you have a degree, so then you can get a better job than people who don't have a degree. So then you settle for a job that does pretty good, and then you do that job for the rest of your life. And I mean, that's okay. I'm not saying that's bad for anyone. You know, if that's something that makes you happy, then that's cool. But I feel like a lot of people just do stuff even if it doesn't make them happy, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people are like, this is what I'm supposed to do, this is what is acceptable by society standards and stuff, so I'm gonna go through college and I'm gonna get this job, and then I'm doing okay. I'm accepted by other people. But being an entrepreneur means that you take risks. It means that you're not worried about whether or not people are accepting you. You're just doing things that are gonna improve you. And a lot of time people will not support you when you're doing these things because it's not the safe choice. It's not the one that's acceptable. It's not the one that they're doing. And especially when that happens, when you're doing something that someone else isn't doing or is not used to seeing, it's gonna be hard to gain those people's respects because, I mean, you're off the curve, you know? And anytime you make a risk, you have the chance of failing. But part of that entrepreneurial mindset is that when you fail, you continue on, you keep pushing forward. So, I mean, I've failed millions of times. Like one of the things that I regret doing was buying that shirt press, because I could have invested that money on something else. But after I started, you know, thinking twice about whether I should have done that or not, I thought, hey man, I already did it. I might as well go as hard as I can with this and try to do the best that I can with that. And it actually ended up, because I went, you know, me and LP went so long on that press, we learned a lot of stuff, and it actually ended up being more than useful. You know, it paid off more than I was expecting. I feel like a lot of people are just too content with what they do. It's never okay to be content. You should, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that. You can be content, but like, you should always try to improve. Another really important thing I think about having an entrepreneurial mindset is that you should never think that what you think, like the way that you think about things, is the best way to think. I've talked to a few people and they'll say stuff like, I think the way that I interact or talk is perfect, and I feel like, you know, other people aren't, you know, up to my standard or aren't on my level or whatever it is. But really, you should never think that the way you think is perfect. The way I think is not perfect. I constantly try to see the way that I deal with certain contextual situations, or the way I act around certain people, or the way I treat certain people, and I try to reevaluate it and see if it was the right thing, you know, because oftentimes I'm proud of the way I do things, but then sometimes I'll be like, you know what? Like, I don't think I gave that person the time of the day, or, you know, I don't think I performed the right way, or I think I was a little too close-minded in that situation. Basically, if you never think that what you're doing is perfect or is completely right, then you're gonna go far, because you're always gonna be trying to improve yourself. Whatever you need to do to cause that mindset to really, you know, stick with you, because I mean, some people, that's not how they are. They aren't constantly trying to improve. Some people, you know, they want to rest, they want to relax, they want to just do the bare minimum and get by. But once you get into that mindset, it doesn't leave you. And if you have to do certain things to get you into that mindset, then you should do those. Like for example, if you do better work, if you work harder throughout the day because you have new shoes on, and you got the freshest swag, or you got the sickest cologne on, you got your hair cut all nice or whatever, if that's what makes you feel better and makes you perform better, then you should do that. You should give yourself the best situation that you can to have you perform the best that you can. For example, I used to not really give a damn about what I was wearing, you know, how my haircut was cut, all that stuff, and I still don't really personally care all that much. But when I do have, you know, all my clothes all clean, you know, maybe I'll color coordinate or something, or my hair is all cut like the way it is right now, I'll feel more on point. So like right now I'm getting a haircut cut because we're gonna go to the Ohio Expo tomorrow, you know, and then the first day will be the next day. And I wanna look like I care, because it'll make me feel like I care. You know, it'll make me feel more on point, like I did more, I prepared more, and I'll go into that expo with a better mindset than I might have had before that, which maybe in turn will make me have better videos. And if I'm always concentrating on improving myself, the quality of my videos, the quality of what I do for a living, the quality of what I offer other people is gonna improve as well. I feel pampered. Basically, the whole message of this video is just a pretty encouraging, positive outlook on stuff. If you ever think that you're perfect, then you should check yourself and try to see what you can improve on, because everyone can always improve. And if you keep that entrepreneurial mindset, and basically what that means is you just always want to do better, then you're going to do better. And in a year's time, you'll look back and you'll see the things that you used to do and the way that you do things now, and you'll be like, wow, that is a lot better. And then after you've noticed the way that things have changed, it's pretty impossible to ever not try to, you know, improve on yourself. And once you do that, everything else will fall into place. You know, a lot of people are so confused about what they're gonna do for their living. And if you pick your passion and you try to improve and get better at your passion, then your career also increases, and every other avenue of your life, every other aspect of your life increases as well. Rambling a little bit, but that's my trademark, right? I'm supposed to ramble. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna finish up my haircut, and hopefully I've met a bunch of you guys in Ohio. Right now, we're probably chilling with Chelsea and Tim, maybe getting a workout in, and then we're flying back. So you guys will see some of the footage on Wednesday, so just in 2 days from now. I'm super excited about it. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. If you want to expand on the idea a little bit, that would be awesome. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button. That's it for here. Team Beyond the Week. Big J.
Live till you die, MIRIN!